Bogusry, let's go. Now it's a party.
All right. Yes, and Torre is in New York apparently, so he wasn't able to make it tonight, but he should be here next week. All right, a lot happened last week, humble heroes. Who's brave enough to do a recap? And just to make sure everybody understands what's going on, I think one of the players could do a recap. So who's brave enough to describe what happened last week?
I'm brave enough.
What?
I don't know if it'll be good.
You will be.
Right. So we headed off to the coronation first thing in the morning. And we got there and they wanted us to leave our weapons, but Lord Signmonder said, no, they're here for protection, so keep them. Which was good because like this whole transformation happened. I can't remember exactly what set it off, but the
crowning of the queen.
Yeah, when the crown hit her head, like she cackled and the demons from the windmill appeared.
Knew it.
And
it
we
fused,
had
it fused to her head.
and she ran away. Yeah. So she's she's in league with the demons.
Yeah, Ari got out of there quick, fast, in a hurry.
Well, Ari had 2 hit points. So
Fair enough.
Yeah. Invisibility and dashed away. Yeah.
And
Are
what happened?
we still in the middle of the fight?
No, you're out. But
No.
what else happened when the queen was crowned? Something else happened.
The werewolves.
Something outside.
Yeah.
The barrier went up.
Oh,
Nope.
the purple rain. Purple rain. Yeah.
Yeah, the sky
We're
turned
outside of
purple.
that right now.
And lightning came, and several houses inside of Oathbreaker caught on fire as the lightning hit them.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were screaming. And one, no, the demons didn't appear. These were Knights of the Crown, the people one level below Lord Signmonder, who's the head of the Crown Guard, one level below them, so very high-ranking Plaid type folks. The Queen demanded that they took the knee and swore allegiance to her despite the rain and the cursing and all these things. And they took the knee, and at that point they transformed into these evil werehound fire-breathing guys.
Oh, right.
So
I have that in my notes, but I wasn't looking at my notes.
Did someone? I might be making this up. Did someone take a knee and not turn?
Yep, a lot of people took the knee, like nobles. They took the knee, but they weren't transformed. It was just the high-ranking Crown Guard. So presumably, if Lord Signmonder had taken the knee, which he didn't, presumably he would have turned into a Werehound Knight as well. And the same would also be true for Sora Dracodonian. If she took the knee, she would have transformed into a Hellhound Knight. But that didn't happen. Alright, so right at the end, this is where we left it off. You ran outside, there was these fire-breathing werewolves, demons everywhere. There were the witch servants cultists, which you did meet in Old Grind. Remember the Eldritch Blasts, eloping ones? They were there as well. They weren't transformed, they were just wearing in disguise, I guess, not appearing to be cultists. And all hell broke loose, nobles got massacred. And one thing you did notice as well is that all the holy men were taken out. Like Otmar Onormael, who was the dwarven cleric who nursed Sora Dracodonian back to life, dead. And several other members of the clergy dead. They were specifically targeted. Then you rushed out into the courtyard, where you saw witch servants, cultists taking out people, Werehound Knights massacring people, and you ran with Lord Signmonder all together now as a group. And Lord Signmonder says, "Look, I know a way out of here. Follow me." And he dashes through the courtyard. The numbers are so overwhelming that you know if you stood and fight, you'd almost certainly die. And he says, "And then into this manhole, quickly!" He shuffles in some of the just random commoners in there. He sends in some of the royal guard who didn't put the knee. He pulls you guys in. He's like, "Get in! Get in! Get in!" And then as he's about to pull it, he says, "The guard, they've sought us!" And he goes and pulls heavy down on the manhole from below. And you hear them up top, like wanting to pull it up. "For God's sake, somebody give me a hand! This manhole opens without that! Somebody help me!"
I'm gonna go and help him.
Yeah, vulgar
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
Okay.
This seems like a dire situation. We gotta get out of here.
Yes, let's go and help so we can get out.
Okay, let's tell you what, let's make this everybody who I think actually let's do Volga and Soda. They're definitely the brawn of the group. So Sora and Volga both make me athletics check as all three of you try and hold this manhole cover closed. Sora!
dang.
Awesome. That's the way to start
Yeah,
it.
20. Great way to start.
Oh, 22. So you and Volga and Sora are holding it, and it's steady. You try and see him trying to pry it open, but it's just too you're holding on too tight. And Lord Simonder's dead as well. And so the rest of you, head down that corridor down there. And he sends you. The commoners immediately dash in that direction. They're dashing into darkness, but they're terrified. And what are Ari, Silas, and Thumper doing?
I think waiting to be backup in case people come through.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hightail it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and see ahead, see if there's anything like blocking us, or
Sure.
find the way.
So dashing
Oh,
ahead.
good idea.
Okay, so the three of you have got the manhole securely handled, but you still hear them trying to find a way in. And you hold this way for a few seconds, and then the manhole cover starts getting hot to hold. And remember, these guys are fire breathing? Turns out they're heating up the manhole cover. Sora, Volga, and Simonda take 1 point of fire damage as it continues to burn through your hands.
Oh
Look,
dear.
look, they know that we're in here. What are we gonna do? As soon as we let go of this manhole cover, they're gonna flock in. Ideas, people. How do we block this off?
Well, how will they lift up the manhole cover if it's too hot to hold?
Naturally,
One of them.
if you remember, they're that one with fire. They don't mind the heat.
Oh.
So as soon as Sora, Volga, and I let go, they're gonna come rushing in here. Ideas, people. We need to block this off.
Can we
I
look
have-
around and see if there's anything to block it off with or chain it off with?
I have
Anything of
shape water. Yeah, I have shape water, and I have my like water canteen, so I can freeze it.
Okay, so Silas, you use your control water thing, and the manhole cover is no longer burning their hands, but your hands have got nasty blisters on them. So that's going to involve you going to look around for something. Volga, make an investigation check.
I have a crowbar.
Okay.
I don't see anything.
They might melt that.
Like, could I, like... is there a loop or anything on the bottom, like a handle?
Yes, there is. The crowbar would be the perfect thing for this. Volga looks around. Sold up the crowbar. How about this?
Like, I was thinking if I slide it through the handle, but it's wider than the manhole cover, I don't know, then it would, like...
Prevent it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like how you would block a door from zombies getting in with like a broomstick, you know?
Exactly.
Okay, you can absolutely do that, but let's see how successful it is. It's not going to be a high DC, but make me a survival check.
Survival.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
As I said, not
Probably
a very...
higher than that.
No? Well, it's the thing is, it's your PCs have an ability that they can put a crowbar in. It's just a matter of how well you do it. And it seems to be holding for now, but how long will it hold? We'll find out. What do you think, Ari? Is that going to hold? Should we run? Should we dash?
Well, let's run. Yes.
Let's need dissuade you. Okay, Sora, Boga, on my count. Let's go. Go. And you, all three of you, dash down the corridor, and you come up with Thumper and the commoners and the soldiers all looking completely lost. And this doesn't go down. And Lord Signmonder lights a bull handle light lantern, and you can see why he's worried about, because you're literally in the sewer, and sewer gas and flames don't go together. So the only thing is it goes with a slightly odd color. All right, follow me. And you start dashing through the corridors. And can I have everybody, as you run through the sewers, please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Oh!
no.
Wow. Wow.
So...
Still not feeling great.
Everybody's sick.
Thumper and Vulgar, you're perfectly fine, no problem. Running through sewers is naturally unhealthy. Ari, Sora, and Silas, you have the poison condition. So you are considered poisoned.
My God.
And what that means mechanically is the disadvantage on attacks and ability checks, I think. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so unfortunately some of the sewer waters, where you're running through this crowd, some of it splashes up into your mouth and you try and spit it out, but you know you've caught something. Not good.
Okay. What's everybody's health at? I want to throw some healing now.
12.
Okay.
Vulgar's good.
I don't know.
Okay.
Half.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, so Vulgar's good?
Yeah, I got 38.
Okay. I'm gonna use my extra hit dice, and I'm gonna go and give
Ari?
Yeah, Ari, I'm gonna do 2d6.
Great, thanks.
Oh wait.
Big money, big money.
Yeah, the other way, yeah.
Okay,
9.
9.
Pretty good.
And then I'm gonna do 2 for Silas as well. Okay.
And Sora, if you look at your hit points in the top right of your character sheet, you notice you're on 46 of 54. So you're pretty good.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, but yeah. Took some nasty sewage water in the mouth of the three of you. As you continue to dash forward. Yep, Vulgar.
I'm speaking before I've read it, so that's why I stood up real quick. Is there? Can I use pass without trace over the group
Sure, you absolutely can.
to keep them from being able to follow us if they ever get in?
Yes, and with pass without a trace, you leave no trail, right? Even in this nasty sewage water.
Correct.
Okay,
That's
so
my only thing I have left.
well, it's useful because you do hear echoing down the chamber. They've apparently broken through the crowbar, but the howls and the yelling back and forth gradually fades around as they've taken a different path. So the combination of Ari's very average crowbar skills, but Vulgar compensates it with this pass without a trace. But as you're running down, it's odd. You're not leaving any splash marks, not leaving any ripples in the water. It's a fantastic choice of a spell. But it doesn't stop. There's rats down here. There's not just one rat. They're not just small rats. They're huge rats, hundreds of them. And as you run
Water's
through,
so rats.
and they sort of climb all over your body, I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, we get plus 10 to that. Or is it
For
just stealth?
No, dexterity
Okay.
saving throw.
I was gonna say that would be great.
Ari good, Thor good. Vulgar not good. And Silas.
My dice is stuck for some reason. There we go.
There we go. Okay, so Ari and Sora, as these big rats form over your body, you kind of push them to the side. Thumper. What's they grab an item from your backpack. I'll let you choose something, and I'll let you know if that's something they'd be interested in. So something like a rope or something like that. They're gonna take.
I mean, in my backpack right now, I have parchment, ink pen, oil, a tinderbox, and a lamp. I mean, I have some carrots.
Oh,
That's what I have in my bag.
Are those high quality carrots?
They're the best carrots in all the land.
Well, the rats are going to thoroughly enjoy them. So goodbye to the carrots.
You know what? I'm going to try and like snag one and throw it to like have them swarm over to it.
Oh, sure, I will do that, and I'll let Vulgar and
Or maybe like a
Silas-
handful. I like throw them in different places.
Cool. 1 to 3, Vulgar. Okay, Vulgar, with the sacrificial carrot, and you don't need to lose an item. But Silas, the dice gods were against you. So what's something from your backpack you think a rat would be interested in?
That is a great question. Backpack. Bedroll, blanket, clothes, herbalism kit, mess kit, rations, tinderbox, torch, water skin.
You're going to take your water skin. Just rip that out.
Bastards.
Made from leather, something they can munch on. And you notice some of the commoners and the soldiers, the rats are swarming over them, taking off bits of items, so it doesn't seem they're interested in killing you or attacking you. Bunch of little thieves. And yet again, the DM steals something from you. Alright. As you run through these sewer things, Lord Simonder's taking the lead, and he seems to know where to go. Like there's some secret passages, which you wouldn't have noticed in a million years, but he effortlessly goes through them. And you pop up over here, near the Lucky Leap Tavern. And you look outside and the place is in chaos. There are some Hellhound Knights you see, there are some Witch Servants cultists. There's not so much a massacre going on, but they're yelling them to, you have a new queen on the block. You listen to us now. Get inside or face the consequences. And they're just, people are running back and forth, eventually, and then running into their houses. you see a father push his children inside before a bolt of purple lightning just frizzles him, and he dies right there on the street.
Oh my god.
And Lord Signmother says, "All right, follow me into the Lucky Leap. We have an ally here." And you all rush into the Lucky Leap Tavern. And there is Ricio Tane. Remember, you've had a few interactions with him. This guy here. Remember this guy, Ricio Tane? He says, get in quickly, quick as you can." And you all rush into the Lucky Leap Tavern. He goes behind the bar, pushes a button, and all these metal contraptions go in front of the door, go across the windows. It's very much like a barricaded position. He says, all right. And you go into the Lucky Leap Tavern. And he says, all right, this is safe, but I have somewhere even safer. I'm going to reveal to you the entire Lucky Leap Tavern. He says, look, we have a secret level over here. Everybody in here. And you all rush into the secret level of the Lucky Leap Tavern, along with soldiers, along with Stinky Jerome.
Jerome. He's still here.
He's still here. Yeah, he survived. The barmaids, whoops. The barmaids, go in as well as Ricio Tane, as well as Lord Signmonder. Oops. Where did he go? No, this way. And at that moment, for the first time for a while, you take a breath as you're in a relative place of safety.
Okay. I knew there was something up with that princess. You could just see it in her teeth. It was sharp.
Yes, they were.
What are we going to do now? The kingdom's in shambles.
Wonder what the Wilthammers will say now.
They're probably in league with the queen.
I don't know. They didn't bow to her, did they?
They did.
They did. Oh.
They did.
Oh. Yes.
Those royal folk. I mean, in league with demons from another dimension. I mean, we just saw a man disintegrate in front of us. Things are not good. Things are not good at all. I'm racking my brain on what to do. What we could do. I mean, I wanted to go shopping. I can't even shop anymore.
Well, I imagine she'll want to try to maintain some sort of normalcy.
Normalcy. Where creatures that breathe fire is the new normal.
Yeah, like...
Demons with wings of Ica flying in the sky and abducting children and babies is the new normal, not in my world. No, it's not, Ari.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But you saw how they weren't just slaughtering everyone. They were telling everyone to go inside. So it'll be like, everyone has to come out and they'll want certain things to still happen for it to be effective, right?
Well, I think you're just shell-shocked still at what happened here tonight, honestly, Ari, because you're talking nonsense. No! Those things that you're talking about that they want us to do, they're just hurting the people like cattle. No. Hiding in your houses, and then when you step out, what? You get eaten? No. I refuse. We have to do something. The people of Onedby, I mean, they've stolen our money 5 times already, but they're nice people.
Some of them.
Some of them.
Lord
Don't deserve this
Simon,
Aye.
do you have any idea what we need to do next? Do you have any kind of plan for this?
Well, this is not something I saw forthcoming, to be honest. None of us did. I know one thing for a fact, though. We are all in serious danger. We stood there and we fought against the Queen's forces. Your faces will be out there. You'll be hunted. None more so than mine. As you know, I am have a lot of political capital. I think it is best if I stay here for the meantime anyway. First things first, though. Let's do a quick review of what happened. Maybe we can get to the bottom of a way out of this. What did we see? What happened?
I know when the crown touched the queen's head, it looked like it fused to her skin.
I think you're right. I think we need that crown. We need to rip it off her head. Whether her head's attached to it or not, I don't care one way or the other. But we need that crown back. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Is the key to this whole thing the crown?
I think
I
it's.
think that's what set it off.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's only the crown. Obviously, the princess was bred for this. I think it goes deeper.
I think so too. Yeah. I think she wanted that crown.
She was born for that crown, literally.
It wasn't like she fought its influence or...
I think.
Well, either way,
She didn't seem surprised. That's for sure.
Right.
Seems as if this
So-
was all a plan a long time in the making. That seems to have come to fruition.
I agree. If only I had access to the libraries, maybe we can see any record of this or of these creatures.
Well, there's a very useful library in the palace, but I suspect that off limits for us now.
Well, I know a couple of wizards in a tower somewhere that might know a little bit of something. We might make the journey, or if we pass by there, we could ask them.
That's the arcane tower you're talking about?
Aye, the wizards of the Arcane Tower.
Well, if you remember, on that ill-fated day when Prince Krasna came, I rode with Sarah and Father Lester and Master Eden, the then head of the Arcane Tower. I would suggest we need to find a way to get that crown and take it to Master Eden. If anybody can remove the curse from the crown or have something more sensible than a daft dwarf has to say, then he would be the man. We need to get that crown to Lord Eden of the Arcane Tower. I agree, Thumper. That's an excellent idea.
Well, on the journey, I know that the monastery is on the way. Maybe a small group of fugitives, or maybe a guard or somebody can stay there.
Oh,
I mean, because the city's unsafe.
well, I like the way you're thinking. These are all good ideas. Here's one thing that I'm immediately concerned about. In terms of places of safety in the city, this is the safest part. So if you have any friends, any loved ones, anybody you sure will be against the Queen, I suggest you bring them here now. So if there's anybody that you're close to, anybody that you love, anybody who you think would require safety, now would be the time. I know everybody is hurting. I see your wounds. You don't look great. But we need to do this.
I've got a couple of people in mind.
Alright, who is that?
I want to see if that halfling family's alright, or the gnome family that gave us the candy, if they're alright.
Alright?
And the potion woman that we charged to make the antidote for Stinky Jerome here.
Alright.
I'd like to save her. What do you guys think? Who else was nice?
Well, there's a whole bunch of dwarves. But that seems like too many people.
Well, they could potentially go to the monastery, all these people. They won't be staying here the whole time.
How are we gonna get out of the city?
Can someone bring the rat catcher here? He might know his way around the holes of the city.
All these normal people. I mean, everybody needs to evacuate.
But I'm thinking of the people that have the skills that we need for our journey ahead.
I'm just thinking about the people.
Well, I'm sure they'll find their way. Those who are smart will survive. It sounds grim and cynical to say, but this is a catastrophe on a mass scale.
In here.
This is a catastrophe on a mass scale. We need to gather our most valuable assets, like Simon say.
I don't know if you saw that rain out there. I don't know if you felt it on your skin, but shelter, I imagine, is going to be at a premium now. Maybe people will want to stay in the city despite the oppression. At the very least, they have a place to shelter from the rain. I mean, a journey to the monastery. It's a perilous journey at the moment. You saw the lightning, saw this acidic type of rain. Evacuation is not as easy as it sounds.
That's true. That's true.
How do you pronounce the tavern's owner's name? Is it Ricio?
Yep, Ricio Tane. Yep, that's correct.
What about you, Ricio? You had the foresight to have a place like this available. What kind of plans do you have in case all hell breaks loose?
Well, I have some ideas. Maybe me and Lord Signmunder can come up with something. Because I agree with Lord Signmunder. We need that crown and we need the Queen's head. Does everybody agree with that? We need the Queen and the crown, or the Queen's head and the crown, ideally. Does everybody agree with that?
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Alright, so...
Right.
Alright, I have some ideas, but you mentioned you want to say Byra and her family? And
Byra and her family.
And the potion maker, the one to undo Stinky Jerome?
Aye. I made a promise to him.
Alright, well, as I said, says Lord Sonder, I'm no doubt the most wanted man in the land. I'm just going to stay here, and I know you're hurting, I know you're worn out, but if we're going to save these people, now would be the time.
Do you have a stockpile of supplies in this place?
We can stay up down here more or less indefinitely. We have plenty of food, plenty of water, plenty of alcohol, as he gives a side eye to Volgar. We'll be fine.
What about weapons or healing potions or anything of value to help us go to battle?
Unfortunately not.
Can I see if he seems to be honest about that?
Sure. Insight check. Seems legit. I mean, he's literally opened up his safe place to you as a place of refuge. He's keen to help, so you believe him.
You know, It's a bit hard to get around, I understand, but maybe we can find something to help us in the Emporium of Magic Rarities. Maybe if we bring Simondo with us, we'll have some pull.
Oh, I'm not leaving this place. It's not for lack of bravery, it's, I'm a very wanted man. When I rallied the troops right there in the coronation, called them loyal sons and daughters of Eglarion. I led the revolution, for want of a better word.
Mondo, you sell yourself short. You made a vow to the people and the land. You are a man of your word. You speak blasphemy. What you see is not natural. I understand your loyalty and your need to follow the call of duty, but you are an honorable man.
Thank you, I appreciate it, and I think it is honor and goodness that is going to get us through this. We do have the problem of Byra and co. As I said, time is of the essence.
Alright. Anyone willing to make the journey with me to go get these people?
No, I need to sleep.
It's a bit late indeed. Alright.
I'm going.
I can't have that on my conscience. Who's coming with me?
Volger's going.
I
It's
can
this
also
way,
go.
right?
This is the way out, right? Yeah, we're gonna start walking now.
Who needs healing? Let me do that first.
Well, if we're gonna rest, then we don't need healing.
I think we're heading out right now, though.
I don't think we're resting.
There's no way. I have one first level spell slot left.
Will we have time to rest and then grab them, or will we lose them to the night? Like, this is like a Castlevania situation. Like,
That's a risk we have to figure out if we're willing to take or not. I can heal up anyone that is coming. So
I have some more healing spells as well.
HP is fine. I think it's more like spell slots is what she's worried about. And I hear that. I have none.
I have all of my first level and second level.
I have my two spell slots, but I have a lot of cantrips though. So.
What about a short rest? What is short? Well, I don't get them back anyways.
No, me neither.
I'm cool with whatever. Volger's down. He's in there hanging out with his barmaid in this other room. Is there anything going on?
Where did Volga go?
Sneaking a little bit of alcohol.
She is shell shocked as most of the populace is. So she's not saying much.
I'm gonna comfort her.
Make a persuasion check, Volker.
Oh my goodness. -1. Ooh. Oh.
She's not interested at all. Lord Sandbollock, the decision is yours. No, Byra is let's face it, she's a failed adventurer. It is a personal thing. Practically, she'll have no value. I don't mean to sound blasé, but it's the truth of the matter. So do you wish to leave her? Absolutely, I support that. But you need to make the decision. You can rest for a little bit, rest for a long time. But the longer you wait, the more danger she. The choice is yours.
All right, well,
Everybody's gonna be in danger.
everyone's in danger. I won't put the group in danger for my feelings. All right, then we take a rest.
Alright. It looks as if you all need it. And Researtain hands out some food, just like salted meats and cheese and that sort of stuff. Like good basic food, calorie dense. Hands out some drinks, some water, beer, alcohol if you want it. Want to take a long rest?
Oh, and when I take a long rest, I get to have Raken back.
Hey!
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Everything's at the casino still.
Pull out my smith
Gambling hall
tools.
still operational.
The gambling hall still operational? He asked.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Maybe that's what we can save, so he can owe us something.
Okay, settle down. So, Sora Dracodonian, notice you're muted. Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Very good. So you're going to take a long rest, which means you get all your hit points and all your spell slots back. The easiest way to do that in your character sheet, see towards the top, you've got some buttons that says Beyond 20, Short Rest, Long Rest. Do you see those buttons?
Yes.
Click on the one that says Long Rest.
Click on it.
Yep.
Okay. Click. And then it says take a long rest.
Yep.
Reset.
Yep, take a long rest. Yep.
Okay.
You'll notice that rest.
It says. Do I put reset?
I click on take long rest.
I did. It says confirm 2, confirm 1, take a long rest.
Click it where it says on the countdown. Click relatively quickly. Take long rest and click on confirm.
Oh, I see. Okay. There, confirm. It says long rest taken. Yeah.
And you'll notice that on your character sheet, your hit points are now maximum. Took some damage and now maximum.
Oh, yes. It's at 54.
And remember, you spend spell slots when you cast, it's like Divine Smite. If you click on your spells tab just below that, you notice all your spell slots are there.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
So that's what a long rest does. It kind of resets everything. Like Ari, for example, lots of spells and stuff she wouldn't be able to use, but with rest she gets everything back. Yeah, all the good stuff. Okay, so that's what the long rest is. It's kind of like 8 hours, sleep, and you come back healthy and whole again. So that's what's happening.
So it can actually be effective.
Yes! I mean, it was a pretty serious fight in the palace there, so no wonder you guys were all hurting. Yes. Alright!
Sounds rough time.
So, Lord Signmodus says, alright, taking a rest. Me and Mauricio have some things to discuss. If you're interested in seeing what's happening out there, maybe go help the young halfling girl. Now would be the time.
Alright. Who's with me?
Yeah. Is there anyone that has a invisibility trait? Wouldn't they be the best one? No, nobody does.
Well, hold on. Now that you mentioned that, I'm back.
I do.
I do.
Oh, so that would be that would help because nobody can see you guys, right? And then you can find out what's going on out there.
One other person can be invisible with me.
I can be invisible.
Wow, that's really good.
But
Did you guys?
I can shape into something small.
What if y'all go invisible and I cast Pass Without Trace over all of us, and we go out super stealthy?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Can we get
Is that
everyone
possible?
invisible?
Yeah, I mean, we can get. Ari can get Sora.
No, I can only
Thumper-
do one person.
Oh, you can only do one person.
I only have second level spell slots.
Yeah, I only have up to 3rd level right now, and that means I can do one other person. If I had level 4, I would be able to do 3 people, but not yet. I'm not there yet.
So let's say Ari is invisible by her own means. Thumper on Sora?
I'm good with that. I'm good with not
Yeah.
being invisible.
And Silas, you're going to wild shape into a what? You're just very familiar with
like a
large
rat.
rats. Oh, rats. Why did it have to be rats?
Yeah, that's a good idea. There's so many rats around.
There are. And a good idea being invisible too. Sorry.
Alright.
Without squeezing, you can move through space. Okay.
Does that mean I don't have to like do a check and I can just go in there because it says without squeezing? Or what does that even mean?
Without squeezing, you can move through a space. Oh, well, usually, like, you get the classic daisy train in narrow dungeons and you can't pass through opposition players. But this one, you can squeeze past them and get to the other side where other people couldn't. Like, imagine there's a big ogre or something blocking a doorway. Normal players couldn't get through there, but you're sneaky, you can squeeze past the ogre to get to the other side of the door. That's how I read
Nice.
it. Okay. Okay. So you find yourself back onto the streets of Odenby. Most of you invisible. Silas a rat and Volga just naturally sneaky. And you look around and there are some dead bodies on the street. But relatively, things have calmed down. You do see warehouse knights patrolling the streets. You do see cultists patrolling the streets, but there's no outright violence like the night before. And if you want to visit Byra, where's Byra? First one to find Byra. It's the Halfling Treasury Bakery. You can find the number.
Number 20.
Number 20.
There it is.
Oh,
North
here. Up
District.
here. Okay, up here. So,
Wayne District.
and you cast Pass Without a Trace. Who is it? Volgar, I think?
Yes.
Okay, so I want you to all make me a stealth check at advantage. And you at advantage because you're invisible. And plus 10 because of Pass Without a Trace. So everybody roll stealth at advantage and add 10 to the result. Oh, Thumper! Like you have advantage. So Thumper is a 22. Ari is a 14.
I don't. What is a stealth check?
So in the same way that you have
Is
athletics and persuasion, if you scroll to the
Oh, I
bottom
see.
of the
Okay.
sheet, you see stealth with a D next
Oh,
to
there
it.
it is.
33. What's good?
That's huge. The dude is not even here. I thought we were invisible.
With the armor worn chain. My stealth check says disadvantage with armor worn chain.
Yep.
Mail.
You're wearing big, heavy armor, which is great for not being hit, but it's not so great for stealthing around. But you can still
Oh
do it.
dear.
Would they cancel each other? Like her advantage just be
Yeah.
canceled? It'd be a normal roll.
Yeah, yeah. So
And then you add plus 10 because
Mhm.
he cast a spell on you to make you sneakier.
So mine would actually be 19 then,
Sure.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So in other words, just make one stealth roll there, Sora Dracononi. Just click on that plus 0.
Plus. Yeah, I did. And it keeps going skill, disadvantage with armor worn.
Yep, just click OK. Or whatever it says.
Oh. It says, and then it gives me a whole definition of, do you want to roll normal, advantage, disadvantage, roll twice, roll thrice?
Roll normal, and I'll explain why in a
Yeah.
second once you've rolled it.
Yes. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so because you're wearing heavy armor and you go clank clank a lot, your rolls would be at disadvantage. And remember, disadvantage, roll 2 dice and roll the lower dice. But because you're invisible, you have advantage on the roll. So your advantage and your disadvantage cancel out, and it's just a straight roll. Okay?
Okay.
And so
All
that's
right.
why we rolled normal, and you rolled a 6, which isn't very good. But Vulgar cast a spell called Pass Without a Trace, which adds 10 to your stealth. So in other words, you got 16. Okay,
Alright.
so let's go through it.
Thank you.
Bumper 22, Ari 19, Vulgar 1,000,000, Silas 24, and Sora 16. So this is how I imagine you going through the streets. Vulgar is taking the lead, being very sneaky. Even though he's technically the most visible one, he's doing an excellent job. And as you stumble and struggle to stay hidden, Vulgar places a shoulder on your hand every now and then, Sora, to slow you down, to get you back on track. So together, you go through. But I am going to ask, who's first on my list? Vulgar, to make me a D100 roll, please.
Oh, never done that. How do I? Oh, there it is.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, what's the third one? 91.
That wasn't the chart of despair and destruction. I'm looking at the
Okay. I'm just putting that one in my back pocket for a little bit later. It doesn't make sense, but something... It's a random encounter roll, but I'll explain what happens when it's appropriate time. Okay, so you rush along the short road. Well, no, stealthily going through the short road, dodging patrols, dodging everything, thanks to the invisibility and the pass without a trace. And you see people, there are people trying to go about normal life. You glance over to the coin district and it's a lot quieter than it usually is, but there's some type of trade happening as people dash between shops to buy up supplies. But with this rain, I mean, even as you dash from the Lucky Leap Tavern, you can almost feel it burning on your skin. Nothing mechanically, but it's not pleasant. And you kind of agree with Lord Simonda said. A trek to the monastery might be lethal. And you look outside of Odenbeer and into the wider plains of Iglerion. Rain, lightning everywhere. Okay. Silas, I want you to roll me a d6, and do not, whatever you do, roll a 6.
Oh, no pressure. There you go.
Oh my god.
There's your 6.
No.
Okay, so you
I think Silas misunderstood you.
Yes. He needs to
Yeah,
roll
well, I
again.
believe you said do roll a 6. Do roll a 6.
Yes.
Well, you're right at the Halfling's Treasure Bakery. Normally it would be open by now, but the shop is closed. You know, some of the other shops have just closed up as well. It's just too complicated. But the Halfling's Treasury is closed. What do you do?
Is there a sign or anything that says, like closed for good or
Nope.
be open later or?
Nope. No signs. There is open hours, and it should be open now at this time of day, but it's not. Bakeries open at arse o'clock basically, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we should see if there's a back door.
Yeah, we should try and check on them. Let's go see if there's a back door. I agree.
Yeah, you flip around to the other side. There is indeed a back door. I mean, this is both a place of business and their home as well.
Will we knock?
I think I have. Yeah. Who's gonna knock? I mean, I'm still invisible, and I'm assuming the back of the house is it's in between these two structures, right? So we're kind of out of view.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Silas, since Vulgar's not the most welcoming sight.
I'm a rat.
Oh shit! Vulgar it is.
Oh wait,
Vulgar
I give Vulgar. I have some of the loopies on me still. I'm gonna give Vulgar a loopy, and then that'll maybe convince them that we're not fiends. So, Volga,
Love
show them
those
this rope. If they don't open the door, roll it under.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So you knock on the door, Volker?
Yep.
No response.
Olga's gonna knock.
No response.
Is the door? Can I try to open it? Can I just open it with my hand? Not try to break it, but like just see if it's open.
Yeah, it's unlocked. You could go in if you like.
I would like to just poke my head in, and call out and say, "Is anyone here?"
No response. You're kind of in their living room at the moment. Looks undisturbed. Nothing wrong with it. But no response.
When he cracks the door open, I'll go in as a rat.
Ooh, good call.
Yeah, I'll follow invisible.
Okay, as you enter the Halfling's Treasury Bakery, you go to the front of the store, and all the candies are basically gone. All the loopies, all your favorite treats are just gone. And there you see the bodies of Byra and her parents.
Oh,
I kind of figured that's what the 6 got me.
you should have left last night.
Should have been a better adventure.
How long have they been dead?
Make a medicine check.
Medicine.
Volgar's gonna do what Volgar does, and loot.
We'll get to the loot in just a second. First of all, they've been cut and they've been burnt. And it doesn't take a genius to say it's probably one of those warehouse knights that got in here. I mean, you all know how great their candy is, and maybe that's what drew them there. But yeah, they've been hit by swords and a fiery breath. And if you like, Volgar, you can make an investigation check to see what you can find.
I would like, yes.
Oh, and they died sometime in the night while you were sleeping.
Shit. I can't find anything.
No.
You find,
I'm gonna look around as well.
you find a half-eaten loopy, Volgar.
I will eat it immediately.
You get the third and the fourth course, but not the first and the second course. Same thing with you, Thumper, except you find a wrinkly, the ones that wriggles like a worm in your mouth. Very delicious.
I'm gonna put it in my pocket.
Alright, you find a loopy.
That's it?
Yep.
This is tragic.
Are you gonna eat that, Ari?
No. You can have it.
Volgar will also eat that one.
That's okay. I got this. Oh, maybe I do.
Yeah. Since you guys like the loopies, you could find another loopy as well. Sora, would you like to try and find a loopy? I know Sora loves them.
Yes.
You make an investigation check.
Investigation check. Okay, hold on. Investigation check? What is it? Investigation?
It's the same list
There we
kind of in
go.
the middle. Yeah, the plus 0
Okay.
for you.
Oops.
Nah, you're the only one who doesn't find anything, unfortunately, with a 5.
Set.
Okay. Oh well.
Oh,
We
how many
lost them. They
other-
were good people. We should have left last night.
Now, the thing that springs to everybody's mind is normally when people die, they either need to be buried or like a funeral pyre. And it's tradition to place a coin on their eyes. Like peasants would place coppers on their loved one's eyes, and it just goes up from there to kings who be buried with diamonds in their eyes. Usually a silver or a copper piece would be the norm. And you see the 3 bodies of the halflings. So it depends what you do. You could just walk away, you could find a way to bury them, which is going to be complicated.
We could put coins on their eyes and light this place on fire.
It's heart wrenching.
There's going to be how many homes with this exact scene this morning?
Let's quit going into places.
All right. I mean, I agree with the fire, but I also agree with the point that we'll be attracting a bunch of fire
Yes,
demons.
we should leave immediately, and while they're distracted, we can check other places.
Good point. You have a good point. Good point. All right. I'm gonna put 2 gold pieces on the little one.
Okay.
They treated us right.
How many people are there?
Lyra and her 2 parents, who's Gaio and Tame, I think the names are.
Yeah, Bulger will put some gold on the remaining people.
Sure.
So 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's lighting it up?
Let's light it up. I'm gonna cast Firebolt in the middle of the.
Let's leave first. Let's do this from
Yeah.
outside.
All right. From the doorway. From the doorway, I shoot a firebolt. I shoot a couple of firebolts around the place so that it sets on fire.
You can, but that will break your invisibility.
Oh, snipes.
I think I have surely I have a tinderbox in my backpack that I have equipped. Let me look. Yeah. Right? Can I? What does that say? Yeah, like a dry cloth soaked in oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can we use that too?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I'm not invisible.
Okay, so you dip the rag in some oil, spread some of the oil around, take a last look at Byra, Time, and Gaio, the gold pieces on their eyes, which is a very respectful thing to do. Everybody else leaves. Place explodes in fire.
God damn it all. They didn't deserve this fate. None of these people deserve this fate.
While we're right here, should we? This place. What is that? We would be able to see that from where we are, right? The Emporium of Marvelous Rarities. The Emporium of 14.
Yeah,
it's like next door.
Mm-hmm.
Does that look to be closed as well?
Well,
I like rarities.
You make a hasty retreat from there, and the Emporium is open for business.
Interesting.
Ooh, do we want to stay this close to the fire we just started?
Yeah,
maybe.
It's inconspicuous.
Well, I was going to be focused on the. We're going to be shopping. Maybe we can pop in for like 2 minutes and come right back out.
I mean, realistically, if you do crime out in plain sight, like they're not going to think we're the ones that set this fire.
Because we're not running away.
If we're right here, yeah. And y'all are invisible anyways. It's just me and a rat, right?
Right now, yeah.
Just Vulgar and a rat.
True.
That's pretty normal. Bugbear and a rat walking around.
Completely normal.
In this type of environment, I feel like that's pretty, that's the only people walking around. Yeah, let's go in there. I'm going in. I'm going in. I don't care.
All right.
I'll follow invisible.
One of the good things about Oathbreaker under the rulership of King Waldron Azanel was that everybody was welcome. If you remember the very first session, there were, what are those hyena creatures called? The
Knolls.
The gnolls, yes. Gnolls are generally considered nasty, evil little things, but even they were let in. Now, as a bugbear, and a rat, or just a bugbear?
The rat will go too.
I'll step in invisible.
Yeah, well, I'll go in.
Or do you want to be stealthy, Silas? Do you want to hop on my shoulder or be stealthy?
I'll hop on your shoulder.
Sure.
Nice.
So say you all wander in so you can see what's happening, but only Volga is visible. At any point you want to become visible, just tell me. It's just a simple action to become invisible. But you see a clerk there, and he says, "Oh my goodness, looks like the ruffians are allowed in. Look, this is what we have to sell. For sale, there will be no haggling. There will be no discussion about prices. These prices are firm. Take it or leave it." And if you have a look in Discord, here is a price list of things that are available at the Emporium.
Oh boy.
All right.
It's expensive, guys.
Oh yeah.
You said you love a good haggle, eh?
No, I said quite the opposite. These prices are fixed. Take them or leave it.
This
I
is.
feel like we can get away with crime, you know? Just take it.
I mean, there's not a lot of order in the city. It'd be a shame if something happened. Wait, I'm not talking. I'm invisible, by the way. I whispered. Myself. This is not. I'm not in the conversation. I'm just hoping Volker does something crazy, or I pick up on his hint.
Volker,
If he said that out loud.
I'm reading wrong. I'm interested in the bracers of archery.
Of course, we can get that for you post haste. That'll be 500 gold pieces, please.
I'd like to see that they exist first.
500 gold pieces up front.
Is it
I can't help himself.
the shop just empty? I want to look around.
Oh, you look around, and there are there's the braces of archery there on full display. And if any of you imagine this would be the perfect time to do it, you grab it and your hand passes harmlessly through it. And he says, "Don't even think about stealing them. These are illusions. They're representative of the goods that we have stored down in the vault. So feel free to peruse the illusions. But really, for me to go and get these things, I'm going to insist on gold pieces up front."
Well, it's going to take more than one of you to get gold for me before I see items. So go get some help. Or get my item.
Shrugs.
Bumper, I think he's alone. I think we can take this dude.
Can I see if there's is there anything invisible? Can I see if there's a magic door with my Eldritch Sight, detect magic? There's a secret entrance to the vault or anything like that?
There's
there's just a door.
Actually, make me an Arcana check. We'll see what you can pick up. See how much more information I can give you. You will get something. Oh, pretty good. For all the illusion magics, as I described, the stuff on display is in fact magical illusions, so that's confirmed. You notice there's an arcane lock. Arcane lock, is that what it's called? No, the other one. The one that makes a noise. What's it called? You put
Alarm?
Alarm. There's alarm spells. And so if you walked places that you're not supposed to walk, particularly the place where the guy looks like he wants to go to do it, the whole place would be alerted. And this is a place of magical training as well. Master Randbird, who's a very well-respected archmage, lives here, along with his apprentices as well. And people like Sora and Ari would know that some people have tried to steal from here and it has gone very poorly for them. Not saying you can't try, but
Don't do it.
but
Do
it's
not do it.
difficult.
Let's just keep this, Thumper. Let's just keep this on the back burner for later. We'll do recon. I think Vulgar will just say, "Fine, I'll buy my goods elsewhere," and I'll turn and leave.
Good luck. This is the premier magic repository in all of Egg.
I'm already walking out and shut the door before he finishes.
Sure.
I leave a nasty fart in the room.
I think we need to go south, right? We need
He
to
doesn't
get out
even
of
know
here.
where. Yeah.
Down towards,
Yeah.
12, 8, 7, down towards the river, I guess. Maybe even.
Well, I did want to try and check on that lady that was making the potion if she's still alive.
Oh, where's that at?
That's in the unsafe part of town.
Like all the
Oh.
way across town.
Like all the way across town.
Auntie?
Yeah,
Was
there'll
it
be stuff to do.
Aunt Celebra's natural healing?
What
concoctions?
number is it?
I think it's 86.
Yeah,
Griselda's apothecary.
It's called
Oh, down
Griselda,
there.
but someone else was.
Oh.
running it. It's not Griselda.
Ooh, there's an odds and ends pawn shop next door. Yeah.
That might be in our price range.
Yeah. Oh, shit. What's on the way? Nice prize.
I don't know, Shrine of the Unforgiving, Black the Bunny. I mean, the Temple of Life, that dude's
What
dead.
about the Queen's Grace Orphanage across the street? Is there going to be a bunch of little kids we're going to feel guilty about not saving?
Oh God.
We'll just walk past the orphanage and ignore it.
They're like crying in the window. They were already sad. They were already sad.
Oh. Where's the orphanage?
99.
99.
Oh, way down there. Oh,
It's right across from where we're talking about going.
yeah.
So you're going to the apothecary?
I want to try and make the trip. Whoever is not willing to do so,
I think we should.
we'll
Stick
meet you at the Lucky Leap.
No, I think we should stick together.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Let's stick
Okay.
together.
Okay, so you head towards the apothecary with the rain continuing to pelt down. And who's next? I'm going to Silas. Can you roll me a D100?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
48.
48. Okay, now everybody roll me a D20, please.
Oh,
I'm
Silas,
D20.
what did you do?
I'm on fire, man. Let's do this.
19, 8, ooh, not looking good with bumper.
Oh. I turned into a pig.
Okay, do you remember how to roll the D20, Sora Dracodonian?
The D20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that. There
Real
it
thing.
is.
Yeah, there we go. You think you got it.
Oh dear.
3. Oh, 3 is bad, but not as bad as 2. Thumper, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Come
You're
on.
gonna nail it. No.
Remember those bolts of lightning?
No.
One of them hits
Oh
Thumper
my God.
square in the head and you take 28 points of damage.
Holy moly, I have to keep my concentration too.
Oh, good point. DC 14 con save.
Okay.
Okay, so you remain
Ugh.
invisible, but there's a smell of burnt fur in the air.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Oof, I'm like spazzing on the ground. I'm not even saying anything. Just spazzing on the ground, burned to a crisp. What the hell? Let's just get inside, please. Let's get inside.
Thora Dracodonin, it's your turn.
Yes.
Roll me a d6. So similar to the way you rolled that d20, but a d6. So,
Okay.
Don't get a 6.
yeah, do not roll a 6.
No, I got a 3.
Okay, perfect.
They're alive.
Hopefully.
Okay, so Griselda's apothecary is indeed open. What's his 86 down here? Okay. Mark here comes out and says, "Look, I'm sorry, we do not have anything to prevent the skin from burning." Oh, it's you guys! Oh, I'm sorry. People keep on asking me for things that I just cannot help with. My goodness. What can I help you with?
Oh, we would just check.
You do need-
Wait, am I still
You do
invisible?
need
I think I
something
am.
for burning.
Yeah, I'm like,
What's
She can
that
smell
burning
you. She
stuff?
can smell you burning. My friends are here with me. I'm just going to be honest with her. They're invisible. One of them just got struck by lightning. He's burning. We're not here to buy. We're here to take you to safety.
Oh,
and check on the potion.
Well, we want to check on some things too. And he is burning. So if you do have something for burning, I hope you were joking.
well, the burning did stop. Luckily, he was in rain at the time, so he's not on fire, but he did get burnt. What do you mean a place of safety?
A little bit of
What place really is safe at the moment? I mean, where'd we go?
No place.
We're gathering people under the Lucky Leap Tavern. Mauricio has a safe house, and we're trying to bring those who we see as helpful with us.
Okay.
And you're one of those people. Are you coming?
That's Thumper talking.
I figured that. Okay. Look, if I assume you're going to want me to be useful with my alchemy stuff. You're going to have to help me move that as well. And there's a lot of it. It's going to be different to do this surreptitiously. But if you still want me, then I'll come. But if you want me to be useful, I'll need my apothecary gear, and it is quite a lot.
That
Sounds
doesn't
good.
really make sense. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Do you have a
strong,
wheelbarrow?
Boulder's strong as shit.
You have a wheelbarrow. We'll put it in the wheelbarrow or the cart and send it as fast as we can.
What are we talking about? Let's put this shit in a chest and throw it on my back. Right?
True. He's big. He can carry double his weight.
Volgar, you could do exactly what you're suggesting. Well, it's not so much a chest, it's more like chests of stuff, and she takes like 10-20 minutes to put everything together, getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
And
I think I can carry everything you have, but go easy. Just bring the necessities.
I can wild shape into a horse to help carry stuff also.
Damn, there you go.
there you go.
A mule, be a mule. They're better at packing.
Wow.
Okay, so with a horse, and a chest, I'm gonna say Ari, that's Thumper, and Sora can travel through quite easily. But Volgar, you're literally carrying chests on your back. Silas, you're literally a horse with chests on your back.
Yep.
People do desperate things in desperate times, and thievery tends to go up in these type of situations.
Yeah.
I
Is
guess
that what that D191 was? Is that what you're talking about?
And Mark here.
well,
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
got to try, right?
they can have an invisible escort, and yeah, they can have an invisible
Yeah,
escort.
they can be around us and protecting us or helping if it needs. They need to.
Okay, well,
Can I throw? Can she fit in one of the chests with her stuff?
no.
I think you should get in a chest and hide. Oh no, never mind.
No, I can't do that. I'm a big lass. I don't think I would fit. But I can try to be sneaky. I can sneak over there and meet you guys there.
Oh
Oh,
God,
yeah.
can't lose another
All
one.
of her stuff.
Yeah, but we don't know how to use it.
Sure. Now I'll keep her with us. You think?
We have an escort mission on our hands.
Ah,
Let's escort.
okay.
Before we escort, I want to do a little bit of my bonus healing on myself because I got pretty banged up from that freaking lightning bolt. So I'm gonna use 3d6. These three.
Okay.
Lovely.
And a 20.
Okay, whatever. I can work with this.
So Markia, the alchemist, she's going to roll a d20 and add 2 to it for her stealth. And no, she doesn't benefit from your pass without a trace. It's at the point of casting.
Yep. Oh my God. She's just like stumbling around, making noise, singing songs and shit.
Thumper, roll me a d100.
Oh God.
6.
Oh wow.
Let's check the chart of despair and destruction.
Scared and confused woman is running down the street. She looks panicked in her eye, and she has a blood-soaked bandage on her arm, and she approaches Sora, and she says, "Please,
Wait.
Is Sora not invisible?
Yeah, I cast my invisibility on Sora. It's just Volga and the lady, basically.
And the horse, and then the lady.
She comes up to Volga then. Good point.
As she's coming up, I want to say, Ari, don't say anything. I know your bleeding heart.
So she comes up with a big bandage on her arm, blood-soaked, and she says, I think I'm not going to survive the light, but the night, the day, I've been infected by something. I don't think I'm going to be safe around my child." And she has an infant in her basket, no older than 6 months old, and she says, "Look, I'm doomed. I got bitten by one of those werewolves, and I feel the infection spreading already. I'm not going to be safe around my own child." And she thrusts the baby in a basket into your arms, Volga. "Please."
Is it a humanoid baby?
It's a human baby, yes.
Is it alive?
Yes.
Can I see if it has been injured?
Make
Like,
a
is it noticeable?
medicine check. Make a medicine check.
You know what we're really close to, guys? The orphanage.
And you have all the
Is
chemists
it
with you.
is it a boy or a girl?
With an 18 medicine, it's a boy. Sorry, what were you asking?
Oh, we have the chemist with us.
Mm-hmm.
We have the alchemist with
Yeah,
us.
you have the
so-
alchemist with this, yep.
Yeah.
Please take my child!
Get the alchemist heal her.
So we
the
can.
medicine.
Yeah, are we able to tell if it's infected or not with that 18 or no?
Well, put it this way. The child is completely... it's screaming its head off, but apart from that, it's in perfectly good health. and you
Oh,
look
no.
at the mother, and the mother's got this bandaged, bloodied arm, and Markia, the alchemist, the chemist, she says, "Look, this is no doubt lycanthropy. I can tell. I might be able to heal her, but if things go wrong, we're going to have something very dangerous on our hands. It's a risk if we take her in. What do you want to do? I might be
You
able to
can
heal
go.
her."
We can take the baby, but she stays. If you can heal her right here, it's
no,
fine. If it doesn't work, we have to leave.
No, it's not that simple. If you
Can
take
we
me
cut
to
her
the
arm
Lucky
off?
Leap,
Can we just cut her arm
No,
off?
we can't. No, we cannot take her to the Lucky
No,
Leap.
no.
We're not taking her. Yeah,
Sorry,
definitely
miss.
not.
We can take the baby though.
look, that's all I'm asking. But this Dragonborn and this chemist thinks they could heal me. And Marcus says,
I don't
"Look,
think so. I don't think so.
It's going to take about an hour, and we're going to have to reset up all my alchemical supplies."
There's no way.
We're not. The baby's crying too. Like this is gonna be like an alarm in the streets.
Which way is the tavern? What number is the tavern, and where is it at?
44.
Where is that at on the map?
Okay, it's not too far.
Oh, that way. We're not taking the baby to the tavern either. I hope you guys know that.
What do you mean? Where are we going to leave it?
I'm holding this thing, and I'm taking it to this orphanage that's within the same block that we're on.
They won't take it.
Why would they not take an orphan?
It's a boy.
What does that mean? We're not taking this baby, Ari. That's insane. There are werewolves walking around and shit. We don't need a baby right
Okay,
now.
no, it's honestly a good idea. The baby stays in the orphanage. We cure the mom of lycanthropy. She maybe makes it back to get the baby afterward.
They won't take it.
We could take her to a barmaid. Take the baby to a barmaid. This lady's gonna die, though. Like there's
Yeah.
we're not waiting for that. So I mean, if you already have any milk, to the orphanage, or Volger's about to chunk this baby, I'm about to throw it.
No. Why should you give me the baby?
I'm literally holding all the cards.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell the lady, get out of here. We're taking your baby. Leave.
That's all I asked for. Just one last hug, please. Just one last hug.
Nope, none of that. Get out of here. Get away from us, and we're gonna start walking towards the orphanage. Because I don't want to be here any longer.
She's going to try and give the baby a hug. You can try and stop her. She's going to roll an 18 hug. You can roll an athletics or acrobatics to push her off.
You say acrobatics?
Or athletics. See, the twist out the way, you'll force your way out the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to kick her off. I mean, that is not gonna do it.
She picks up the baby. And I just wanted one more hug. And she hugs the baby. And she's about to
now
give
we're
it back.
leaving.
Well.
Yeah, we're not. I'm not taking that baby back.
Ari. Roll a d6. Roll a d6 and don't roll a 6.
Roll 6.
Oh God.
She just rubbed her arms all over that baby. Her bleeding arms.
She sheds a few tears, and then Volger is resisting, but Ari sounds like invisible. Ari's going to take the baby. You can make yourself visible if you want. Otherwise, it's weird. Okay.
It's a floating baby.
Ari, I told you to stay out of this. You're going to get us all killed out here.
You're not the boss of me.
The lady takes off.
For some baby.
We spent too much time here. We need to move. Enough with the big crazy people.
We need to move.
Well, Ari, you're
Does
literally
anyone have
carrying
anything
the
to
baby.
say?
Where do you go, Ari? You're literally carrying the baby, Ari. Where do you go?
Where do I go?
Yeah. Talks of the orphanage or the Lucky Leap.
You better look at it and see if it...
Sing it a song or something. Calm it down.
Yeah, she'll try to like rock it and calm it down.
Volger would like to look with his eyeballs and see if there's anything that's changed about that baby.
Medicine
Since
check
Mom
Vulgar, performance check Ari.
Performance.
Sing a song, soothe the baby.
While you're doing that,
That's more nature. No. Yeah.
what's good?
Other than screaming, the baby is perfectly healthy. In fact, the scream is a healthy scream. Babies should make noises, so yeah.
Yeah.
I have a flute in my backpack. Can I try and play something to calm it down while I'm invisible? So we have like invisible music playing or something.
Sure, let's
All right.
see if you do a better job than Ari.
All right.
Volger would like to say for the record that this is insane, what we're doing.
Oh my god.
No, the harmonies are just not there. You're singing them an awesome rock ballad when you should have been playing a soothing melody. Okay, so you got a screaming baby.
Yeah, the problem is we want to go away from the Lucky Leap.
Why?
We're not taking this thing to the Lucky Leap.
Well, we either take it to the Lucky Leap or we go the other direction and take it to one of the temples. But the problem is there's no clerics left.
Why are you convinced that the orphanage is not an option for the orphaned baby?
Because it's a boy.
What does that mean?
They only take girls.
Who said that?
Here in
Where'd you-
Odenbear?
Yeah. That orphanage, yes.
They take dogs, cats, orcs, goblins, bugbears. I'm sure a boy doesn't make a difference.
They take girls and give them fancy training to marry the nobles.
Well, this will be a fancy man. Oh, Queen, it makes sense. Queen's grace, I get it, but that's a bit sexist, isn't it?
From a man. Yeah, you would say that.
Let's take him next door to the odds and end pawn shop and see if he's worth anything.
I mean, according to Ari, that's all men are worth, so let's go.
Maybe we should try the orphanage, just in case desperate times.
God, I wish I wasn't a horse and could talk right now.
You can talk as a horse.
No, that's 2024 rules. I can't in 2014 rules.
So you rush, drawing all sorts of attention to yourself with a screaming baby. You knock on the door, and a drow, a dark-haired elf with white skin.
Oh, just great.
Says, I'm sorry. What appears to be the problem?
We have
this boy baby that identifies as a girl. Can you take it?
Normally my answer to that
she
question
is.
would be yes, but I don't think the child is in the position to ever know what its true gender identity is. So we're just going to say it's a boy, and I'm sorry, we only take girls.
How dare you?
Even in these desperate times?
It will go down in
this
history.
invisible voice. Are you still invisible, Ari?
No.
Are you visible? Oh, okay.
A floating baby.
Would you take this woman instead? I'm trying to give Ari away.
No, we need Ari.
Ari, make a persuasion check. Ari was exactly right. This is an orphanage where they train girls to become suitors for older, once they're of age, to marry them off, basically. So you're exactly right that these only take girls. She looks around and sees the rain and sees a crying baby. Look, we could make an exception, but it's going to be very expensive.
What do you mean, very expensive?
We have to modify the beds, make a separate sleeping room for him, give him a different type of training. It's going to be quite expensive. It's exactly not what we do.
Oh, never mind. We'll find somebody.
Oh, how expensive? How expensive are we talking about?
I think for his stay here, 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, deal. Done. Take this baby.
The rest of you okay with that?
Come on, Ari. I will pay to get rid of this thing.
I don't think
Hey,
it's
I
wise.
love kids, okay? I love kids in real life.
Well, no. This is the cool thing about
My
Oh,
daughter's
no,
Tigers, right?
it's questionable.
Vulgar is not the player, right? So, yeah.
Right.
You know that.
So, Vulgar. Love kids, but Vulgar, the character, doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, not right now.
Well, if you give me the 50 gold pieces, I can take the child.
Yeah, I want to do it like hand for hand, like they're taking the baby and the money at the same time. I'm not handing over money and then they're shutting the door on me, you know? I'm very skeptical.
Well, Ari's got the baby.
Do you have something to
Yep.
feed him?
Oh, my.
Of course. Of course. He'll be fed and clothed and educated.
All right, she'll hand it over. Him over.
Boom, boom, boom.
Did we
50 gold
learn its name? Learn his name?
Nope.
Jim Doe. Jimmy.
Doe.
We'll call him Jimmy Doe.
Jimmy Doe.
Jimmy Doe.
Right, and they close the door, and you're back in the rain with a bunch of misadventures behind you. What do you do?
And Ari owes me 50 gold pieces.
I do not.
Volga, that was very noble of you. That was very noble of you, mate.
Yeah, thanks. Let's get out of here.
All right, back to the Lucky Leap, or is there somewhere else you'd like to go?
I think we go to the leap to deliver this lady, right? And her stuff.
Yeah.
He's going to be so pissed, I think.
Who's gonna be pissed?
Recio, bro. We're bringing
Recio?
this lady's house with her.
Nah, he seems like an easygoing guy.
Okay.
He's a tavern owner. Yeah.
Well, so you make it back to the Lucky Leap, okay, despite the load
Werewolf
on your
baby.
back. And Markia, never a token for her, but I'll put that there to imply that she's in the tavern. And she'll set up her alchemy lab over here. And as you arrive back, Lord Signmonda says, "What of the halfling?"
The whole
guess-
family was killed.
And unfortunately, that was the risk that I explained, right? Time is of the essence. I don't mean to sound preachy, and that's not what I'm doing, but maybe this is indicative of the danger the city is in. I mean, I visited their candy shop more than once. They were master crafts. And it seems being good at something is sometimes at a disadvantage. Maybe they wouldn't have been raided if the candy was substandard, but it was not substandard.
The magic shop was open.
Well, that is true. I know the proprietor of the shop, a Master Randbird, is quite powerful. I'm sure he could defend himself from raids. Me?
Lord Sidemunder. Oh,
Yes, Vulgar.
do you have any guards that would be loyal to you with everything going on?
I don't show them on the map, but there's about 6 of them with them. 6 guards that fought along.
And that's it. That's his crew.
Entourage.
That is, those are
There's
my
not.
trusted soldiers. You're right, though, the numbers are small. But me and Mauricio Tain have been talking, and we have come up with a plan.
Oh, great.
Lord Mauricio Tain brings out a box that looks like this. And he says this is a chest of magic nullification. Let's assume everything goes perfectly to plan. We get into the palace, we steal the crown. It is a well-known item. A simple locate object spell will locate the crown instantly. And the jig, as they say, will be up. So this is part one of the plan. We need to get use this chest of magic nullification to store the crown in it. That will stop any type of scrying, any type of detection. Otherwise we'll just be sitting ducks. Now there is a problem with the chest. Well, let me go back a step and tell you a bit of a story. Me and my wife, Avrintha, we were adventurers, much like yourselves. We went on adventures, we raided temples, we delved deep into the things, and we were quite successful at it. We made a bit of coin. And quite a bit of coin, actually, but the adventuring bug did not leave us. And we decided to do the heist to Endor heist and rob the Emporium of Marvelous Rarities. Now this was a long-term play. My wife, Avrithia, managed to convince the master wizard there that she was an apprentice, and she was quite adept at magic. So she took to his lessons quite closely, and she said that she became his favorite cleric, her favorite wizard. And he said he knew that the wizard had feelings for her. He was falling in love with her. Of course, she played the game, but it was just a game to her. She was loyal to me as she ever was. And come the night of the heist, something went terribly wrong, and her cover was blown. And she rushed out of that palace, out of the Emporium as quick as she could, grabbing only one thing on her way out. And he holds up the chest of magic nullification. She managed to grab this before she left. Then she hugged me, and she kissed me, and she ran, and she ran, and she ran, and I never heard from her again. I can only assume that she's dead. Now this works to our advantage, because there is a problem with the chest of magic nullification. There is like a clay tablet in there, and curiosity got the best of me. And I of course opened the chest of magical nullification. This clay tablet turned into a demon of such ferocity and such viciousness that as it tried to climb out of the chest of nullification, that the trees bent, the moisture was sucked from them. I literally almost died right then and there by opening it. It's a demon of immense power, and trust me, I've taken on my fair share of dragons and liches and all sorts of things. I was no match for this thing, and it was all I could do to close the lid. So we have a problem with this chest of magic nullification. We need to open it in a place where magic does not work, and I know only one place which does not work, where magic does not work. Right in the basement of the Emporium of Magical Rarities, there is a chamber in there where the chest can be opened safely, the clay tablet can be removed, and we'll have our chest to hide at the location of the crown of Aglerion. That's the first part of the plan. Is there any questions?
No. Well,
This is your plan?
Part one of the plan.
But that's crazy.
Please elaborate.
there's a demon in there, so you want us to break into the place that's impossible to break into, that your wife died from breaking into, so that we're not attacked by a demon.
Yes, but there is more information I have not shared with you. As I said, we've been casing out this joint for a very long time, and here is the layout of the Emporium in all its glory. Now, to open up this last door here, which leads to the magic nullification thing, you need to activate 4 mundane locks, which are all indicated in yellow. You need to go to each one of these locations, flick a switch effectively, and then have access to the final chamber. There is complications though. The place I've marked as orange are alarm spells. If you step on that, it will be immediately triggered. If you step on any of the areas indicated with red, some spell will go off. I'm not sure what spell, but it will be quite deadly. I do have another useful tool, which is this thing here. The cologne. I love this item. The cologne of dispelling. It has 7 charges left. So for instance, if you're in this room, you could use the cologne of dispelling to disable these traps. This is going to be a stealthy mission, one that requires, swinging swords is not going to solve this mission. If it's possible for you to get in and out without being detected, great. If you are detected, not only will the wizards hunt you down, the red cloaks will hunt you down, because what you're doing is most definitely illegal. So keeping that in mind, given that information, Ari, do you think it's possible now?
How are we going to get in there?
Well, further complications. All these windows are arcane locked. Nothing the cologne of dispelling won't help.
But it's going to be full of people, right?
It's going to be full of arcane wizards. Some of them will be sleeping, some of them will be awake. Given your abilities, I think you should be able to take them. That Master Randbird, the head of the wizards of the Emporium, he is a whole different matter altogether. Which is why I say once again, stealth will help you on this mission. Swinging swords will not. Your sigh does not inspire me with confidence, Ari. What do the rest of you think?
Well,
Do I have stuff?
I'm as dumb as dauntless as ever. Whatever we need to do to save the kingdom, I'll try it.
What are your thoughts, Sora? Is this doable?
Well, I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter, and I don't have stealth.
Well,
So
that
how
is
am
true.
I supposed to?
We'd have to
Am I
leave our
supposed
we'd have to leave our armor behind.
How am I supposed to help? Can I use? Could I use my dragon breath or my breath of fire?
Well, if things go badly, absolutely. If things go well, obviously stealth is the most important thing. And I think what Ari says is correct. If you wish to do a sneaky mission, you can't be wearing that clanky chain armor.
We could maybe use you, Thora, as some sort of distraction, as those of us with stealth, sneak around.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do
Oh,
that. But
That's very
again,
dangerous.
I'm a fighter. I'm a dragonborn.
Yes,
Paladin.
Lady Ari would like to distract with you.
Thumper, I don't mean to jump to stereotypes, but might this be the mission you could take the lead on? Are you a naturally stealthy Harangon?
Oh, you know Harangon, soft hands, soft paws, and all that. I mean, I can get sneaky with it. I have spells just for this occasion.
All right. I mean,
And we have an in-house alchemist. Maybe she can whip up something to help us.
Of course. Now, it could be the case that only Thumper goes in. If it goes wrong for Thumper, it's going to go very wrong for Thumper. But it is an option.
Well, there is one man or bugbear that I trust with my life. He's willing to come with me.
You know I'll stand by your side.
All right, you've been itching for some crime, eh? This is our chance.
Oh, I think if we're gonna decide to do this, we should all do it. Even though,
It needs to be stealthy. I don't think we can all make it, can we?
well, I can be stealthy if I'm not wearing this armor. If I could just borrow someone's, lightweight armor, I'll be stealthy.
2
You'll be
seconds
leaving us
ago,
some
Ari,
problem.
you didn't want any part of this plan.
I don't. I think it's crazy, but if you guys are gonna do it, I'm not gonna abandon you. If everyone agrees to do it, I'm gonna go along. I'm just expressing my opinion. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna go if everyone else thinks it's a good idea. But I will change out my
maybe-
armor. Yeah.
Maybe you can run. Maybe you and Sora can run distraction in the front room.
Let me explain
You mean-
the second part of the plan. Now, we need to get into the palace. That is where the crown is, no doubt. Going through the front gates, going in any normal type of way, is absolute suicide. Now, as you no doubt know, when the king was initially married to Queen Alyssa, who died, of course, the mother of Prince Krasnar, he was known to be a bit of a womanizer. And while he was a beloved king, he was a womanizer. And when the palace was constructed, Alan the Constructor constructed something specifically for this purposes. And it was nicknamed the Tunnel of Love. And this is a secret entrance into the royal palace that leads, no surprise, to the king's bedroom itself. So that would be a way to get into the palace relatively easily. Of course, there's a catch. There's always a catch. I do not know how to access the Tunnel of Love. The only person who knows where the Tunnel of Love is the current royal architect, a man named Nardar Tick. And he learnt the location of the Tunnel of Love from the previous architect and from the architect before, and so on and so on. It's passed down through 3 architects. He is living in the North District. Do a little circle around where he is. Right about there, just next to 27, that orange circle. Where Nardar Tick, his house is. Of course, like Lord Signmonder takes her himself. Of course, like myself, he swore an oath to maintain the secret. I do not know if he considers these desperate times a suitable reason to break his oath, but if we could convince him that what we're doing is right and proper, then he'll give us a location to the Tunnel of Love and give us access to the king's bedroom, and we go from there. Now, that is as simple as trying to convince Nardar Tick. Seems a simpler part of the plan. Does anybody have any comments about this?
No, I mean, apart from the palace being overrun by demons.
But at least you can get in sneakily, assuming you get access to this so-called Tunnel of Love.
Alright, well, where was this architect last found?
Well, this points out... Oh, I got you on the right map? I do.
Oh,
Yes, right
at
here.
his house.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be just simpler to find a lead box to put the crown in?
I don't know if lead can stop all magic.
Well,
I mean, the box is called box of magic, whatever, disillusion,
nullification.
nullification. There we go. A magic
At the very
nullification.
least, you could be right,
Atheist.
Ari, but the box does two things. It prevents magical scrying, spying on the box, locating the box, and it will also nullify any magic on the crown. That could be useful. But, lead box, something to think about. Now, there are the complications.
I've got an idea.
One more complication. The Tunnel of Love has a magical gate in it, and only people of royal blood and their invited guests can pass through it. So, presumably Princess Athena, being of royal blood, could pass through it. We could not. It's a very powerful magical spell. We have a plan around that as well. There's this magical item called... Oops. Called... a Master Key. This Master Key will get through any gate. It will effectively allow you to pass through the royal gate, no problem. The problem is, an adventurer friend of mine thought he would visit the tomb of the Constructor, tomb of Alan the Constructor, and get up to no good then. And he took the Master Key with him, but he's been gone for some time. I do not know where the Master Key is, but the first place I'd start looking is the tomb of the Constructor, which is over... It's a hidden location. It tells you where it is. Right there, the tomb of the Constructor, the first great archmage of the current monarchy.
Outside of the city.
Can you
Outside
do
the
that
city.
ping again?
Sure. Right there, just...
Oh,
to the
no, I
north of
see
it.
that. Oh, there's a picture, actually. I see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, thank you for pointing that out, but if you remember, there's acid rain falling from the sky and lightning bolts ready to disintegrate anyone.
I did not say it would be easy.
No, you did not. I'm already a bit fried, as you can see. But, you know what? It didn't hurt that bad. It fucking hurt.
The smell of fur is still in the air.
Singed, I'm singed. I did not actually mean that. But
So, 3 tasks lay before you. You're right, Thumper. There's rain. There's emporiums that need to be infiltrated. There are journeys to be made. None of this is easy, but this is the best we could come up with. Thoughts?
All right.
Comments?
alright, I'm gonna turn to the gang and I'm gonna present an idea. Alright. I've got a couple of ideas running through my head about this
Okay.
Emporium heist, right? Oh, if I remember correctly, you have a bag of holding.
Yeah. Yeah, I can carry almost anything.
Can you carry anyone?
Oh, Not for very long. I think, I don't think there's air in there.
Or if you leave it open a crack, will things spill out?
And just
So I'm
mechanically,
sure you can see where.
mechanically you can hold your breath for 1 minute plus your Constitution modifier. So you got a +3. You can hold your breath for 4 minutes before you start making death saving throws.
Yeah.
So, my idea is thus: we infiltrate the Emporium by shoving a bunch of people in the bag. I'm carrying you in the bag, box in tow, probably strapped on my back or something. And I sneak into the Emporium, unleash you all from the bag, and we make our way through.
Like the Trojan horse.
Maybe we should go to the tomb first.
The tomb first. I mean, it's a bit out of the way and got struck by lightning, but whatever the group says,
Well,
I'll go for it.
because we could be on the lookout for a lead box in the meantime, right? If we did something else first.
All right. What say you, Vogo, Silas, Sora?
I vote for the tomb first since it has a key that can unlock anything.
Would this key work on, like, alarm spells?
No, but on the mundane locks.
Okay.
One
On the windows and stuff, right?
Slight thing it can use to be once per day. So you can't do infinite locks. It's a once per day thing.
Oh, once per day.
Okay.
Okay. Good to know.
But any lock
All right,
can be
well.
open for it. And the royal gate in the Tunnel of Love is what that would be. That's part of that plan.
I definitely have, things I can do that are good for sneaking. Or hiding.
So the tomb first?
All right, we'll go for the tomb first.
Alright. Alright. As I said, I'm a very wanted man. I will not be joining you on this mission. But it's dangerous. I hope I'll see you again, but not to put too fine a point on that, but this is a crap plan. But it's all we have at the moment. Ari is right, this is all madness. But we need to do this. This at least gives us a fighting chance. We bring all of these 3 pieces together. The Tunnel of Love, the Master Key, and sorting out this box of magic nullification. We will at least have a chance. That will get you into the palace and get a chance to get the crown. It's madness. Once again, Ari is right. But the fate of the kingdom lies on your shoulders. I wish you all the best of luck.
Looking forward to getting the head of the princess.
Oh, that will be a sweet... No, not the princess.
The queen.
The queen.
Queen.
Yes, Sora is right.
Not a legitimate queen.
Yes.
Why do you say that, Ari?
Because that's not how a queen behaves.
Well, you're right. I understand what you're saying. She is no moral compass to be an effective queen. But she is the queen nevertheless. She is the only blood relative of the king. And the crown, the throne is rightfully hers. But let's see if we can be like that. I mean, this is how monarchies work, right? This is the blood that matters, not the character of the individual.
No, this is how monarchies. This is how monarchies fail.
Well, you're right. This is the fundamental flaw in monarchies. Like, speaking as a Canadian, I'm not ecstatic that King Charles technically decides the elections, but technically he does. He always goes with the way people vote, but technically King Charles says who is the Prime Minister of Canada.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
That is a little weird, yeah. But that's the way it is. Alright. Thunper, you look like shit. Come over here, lad.
Yeah. Feel like shit.
And Lord Steinmunder, being the paladin he is, he puts lay on hands. And looks like you're down 20 hit points. You're back at maximum hit points as he passes lay on hands. You back up.
Thank you kindly, Lord Londo. Thank you kindly. Much needed.
Alright.
And can I check on what's her name? Markia?
Markia. There we go. Yeah, she's setting up her alchemy supply. It's going to take her a while. It's a long job.
Yeah.
But she's
all right.
putting it together.
Okay, I'm going to ask her how she... Markia, how are you? How are you feeling?
Well, I'm surprised that I'm here, quite frankly. I mean, over listening to the conversations, and it's a lot more than a bigger job than just for a plain old alchemist like me. But at the very least, may be able to provide some healing potions. Not now, but when you get back. And of course, I'll be working on Stinky Jerome, trying to find a cure for him and others.
How's that coming along?
Slowly, and my funds have dried up.
Oh, I mean, you do for the good of your heart, out of your heart at this point, right? I mean, you're part of the revolution now.
Oh, I will work for free, absolutely, but some of the components I need are quite expensive.
Well, if during my travels I find something you can use, let me know what it could be, and I'll be on the lookout.
Okay. What I basically need is gold.
All right. If I find gold, I'll bring it.
I know where to get the stuff. I know how to acquire it, but it does cost money. So just bring me gold.
All right.
Vulgar's got lots of gold.
Oh,
how much gold are we talking?
The next
how much gold do you need?
Next stage will be 300.
It's pretty hefty. Well, that's up to Volga, but I won't speak for him. But for me, I'll be on the lookout for all the gold you might need for the second stage. Just give me a bit.
Volga couldn't pay 300 if he wanted to.
That's different to wanting to.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll be on the lookout for your gold. Best of luck, and thank you for all your help.
Okay. So Lord Signmondo stays behind, being the most wanted man in all of Eglarion. You guys not far behind. And you exit the Lucky Leap Tavern and re-enter the streets of Odenbeer as the thunder and the rain continue to pelt down. So you need to leave the city and basically head north for a day. How would you like to approach this?
Are there any, like, can we stop somewhere and get, like, leather, like, pieces of, like, a cloak or something, or is there anything to cover ourselves with as we travel?
Lord Drisotane can provide that, you all with leather cloaks. It helps with the rain. It doesn't prevent the worst effects of the rain, but it definitely helps a lot. So as you leave, he gets you all nice thick leather coats that will keep most of the rain.
Thank you, Ricio. Okay. Do we just head out of the city? Or do we just walk out the front gate? Who knows what it's gonna be like when we get back? Seems like it's north, right?
We want to go north, so...
Well, we walk towards the Temple of Death, I guess. or we go out the Skeleton Gate and not go to the Temple. Yeah. Avoid the Temple of Death. Yeah. I mean, are we still wanted? Are we wanted? We're probably wanted fugitives as well, right?
Over the loudspeaker that broadcast across the whole city, there's new laws that Queen Athena has passed. Like I mentioned, if you were a ponytail, the punishment for having a ponytail is decapitation. There's other things that says like at every 2 hours, everybody must come out onto the streets and praise the Queen for a minute before returning to it. And there's other weird things like when you're entering your house on the doorway, turn 3 times clockwise, 3 times anti-clockwise. Just completely nonsensical laws like that, and they're broadcast on repeat. And it also says wanted, and it gives you a pretty good description of each and every one of you. And the reward is 500 gold pieces. So you're a wanted people, and there's a 5,000 bounty on Lord Signwander.
Oh god.
Ooh, that's a lot.
So
Yeah.
the bizarre laws are repeat and accurate descriptions of Volga, Silas, Sora, Thumper, and Ari. And of course a Tori, even though he's not here tonight.
Maybe we should
we
leave
could
at
turn
night.
in Lord Sidemander and be rich.
True. We could. We'd be so wrong.
Why would we do that?
Also, I mean, I could probably knock out a couple of ingredients in this crazy recipe that I found from that book a while ago, but I'd rather not do that.
Yeah. Oh, you stole that book? You stole?
Hey, I didn't steal it.
Oh no,
It
Tori
was-
stole it.
Yeah, I stole it.
Maybe we should go at night.
Yeah,
Good idea.
under the cover of night might be best.
Easy
Yeah.
enough to wait in the Lucky Leap until night falls.
Okay. We'll wait in the Lucky Leap until nightfall.
Night falls.
Sharpen my sword.
And which gate do you plan to go? I mean, you could go out the sea gate. Just wrap around the city.
That's the closest. That is the closest one, and the place seems to be along, or from what I remember, along the coast.
It's hard to tell from this map with the art if like that's an actual path that continues north.
Oh, right. No, yeah, it looks like it just goes to the imprints of the half goat, and then we gotta go through the cliff side.
You can head north from there. I mean, it's not
Okay.
hard. So there's a road here that heads north. You'd have to detour off that road. But not
Oh, I
too bad.
see. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be easier than going that far through the city.
The environment's
Yeah.
the environment's looking horrible. Like the animals are dying and everything.
You'll see. I mean, Odin Bear Plains and other places in the kingdom are the bread box of the kingdom. Like they provide grains, wheat, flour, things like that, as well as livestock, all those type of things. Population feed. Can everybody please make me a stealth check? You're sneaking out the sea gate.
All right.
Ooh.
Not good.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh no! Oh, Sora! Legend!
Oh my gosh.
Natural 20!
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
This isn't gonna be good. This is not gonna be good.
That's fine. Everything's fine.
Stealth is a disaster. Who are we up to? We're up to Ari, I think. Yeah, D100.
D100.
72.
72.
Okay, 72. So fortunately, the sea gate is relatively unprotected. You see, like, you know that this acid rain can't be good for crops or animals or anything. And you see a young boy, maybe 13, 14 years old, and he's found a berry bush that's been soaking in this rain. Anybody who's proficient in nature, please make me a nature check. Anybody proficient in nature?
I think I may be. Let me check. What's that? Where are we? Nature? No, I'm not. But is anyone else proficient? Oh yeah, it's the Cyrus. Oh yeah,
Silas is proficient.
The druid.
probably the druid.
So these berries are poisonous, and you know that they've gotten even worse in this midnight rain. But regardless, this boy is here. Silas?
You cut out for me there.
Oh, sorry. So the boy that's eating these berries, the berries at the best of time are poisonous, and with the rain on it, it's gotten even worse. So this boy, he looks as if he comes from maybe the poor areas of the city, and he looks emaciated, very thin and very hungry. And he's starting to eat these berries. You know, it'd be very bad if he ate too many of these berries, Silas.
I will try to grab those hands and don't eat those. They're poisoned.
But I'm hungry, mister. I've had nothing to eat for days.
Well, if you eat those, you'll die.
Arya will give him one of her rations.
Gee whiz, thanks, miss. Runs off down. Okay. So, you head out the sea gate easily enough. Find yourselves on the plains of Edlera into the tomb structure. One thing you immediately noticed, head north along this road. So this rain has been raining for days at this point. And you notice some farmers out desperately trying to save their land. Their crops are turning into mud piles, and you come to the realization that if this rain continues for much longer, all the crops are going to be ruined. The livestock can be protected to a certain extent in the barns, but they need to eat as well. The livestock will be exposed to this rain as well. And while it's not a problem at the moment, food is going to become a problem not too distant future. As said, Odin beer plains and other plains are the bread basket of Odin beer, bread basket of the kingdom, but in particular the biggest city of Odin. So that's a problem. You push on,
Huge problem.
It's a huge problem. Yep, you push on, and you actually, Sora, can you just roll me a flat D20, please? D20.
Yes. Hold on. There we go. D20. Okay. I did it. Yeah, 16.
And me D10.
D10.
Same thing, but roll 2 of them.
Okay. D10. It won't go. Oh, there we go. 1.
Did you roll?
There we go. 5 and a 6.
A 9 and a 6?
5.
5 and a 6.
Yeah.
So this is how we roll 100-sided dice. Roll 2 10-sided dice, and you rolled a 5 and a 6. It amounts to 56. Okay? And 56, because you rolled a 16 on your dice initially, that means something happens on the way to the extractor. And you rolled a 56. Okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it now. Well, to come through, I'm not sure why it came through. You come across, this is more on the road, come across a family of 3 looking like they're trying to flee Odinbear. Unfortunately, they have died, maybe from exposure from the rain, maybe for all sorts of other reasons. But the father is rather pathetically trying to cover up his wife and child from the rain, but they're all very obviously dead. And the man in his hand, tight grip, well, at least in life he had a tight grip, on a black onyx unicorn. And just like as if it was a toy, that sort of size. Full size unicorn. Well, it's a unicorn, it's black, and it's made of onyx.
Don't touch it.
Thumper's gonna go and snag it.
Sure.
Don't do it, bro.
Sure.
Maybe
Wait.
try it with a stick first.
The father's alive, though, right?
No. The father died
No, Beth.
pathetically trying to save his children.
Oh, so he died trying to cover them up. He wasn't. Okay.
Papa, feel free to ignore advice and just grab it. It's up to you.
I mean, I think I'm just gonna go and grab it. Honestly, look, I mean,
I could get it without you, Abby.
I'm already grabbing it.
Oh.
I already hopped off. I already walked over it, and I'm bending over to like grab it. I'm gonna examine it first. I'm gonna use my magical sight to see if it's a magical item.
Wow.
Or what is it called?
It's a black onyx unicorn. And
Okay. I want to detect magic on it.
I'm pleased you're so confident that you think it's perfectly safe to pick up. Because it is perfectly safe to pick up.
Yay!
It's
Ooh,
heavy.
you're lucky.
It's heavy in your hand. It's made of onyx, which agents putting dense material. You look at it and it's exquisitely made. It's by some master onyx carver, I guess. And you want to examine it for magical effects.
Yes, I do. I want to actually, if I can, while we're on the way to the place, I want to ritually cast Identify. I think to see if it's a magic item or properties.
All you get from the Identify spell, you don't get what it would do with anything, but you do get a faint glow of School of Magic. Brain's gone. Evocation magic.
Evocation magic.
Very faint aura.
Interesting. Evocation. I mean, do I have to attune to this thing, or?
No.
No, but it does have magic on it. It has evocation magic running through it, faintly.
Just to give you some idea, evocation. Burning Hands is evocation. Divine Smite is evocation. Fairy Fire. Hellish Rebuke, Fireball, Magic Missile.
Okay, so it could be a lot of them.
Darkness. Yep. Moonbeam. Shatter. Warding Wind. Crusader's Mantle. Daylight. Demon's Tiny Hut.
Curse of the Hair.
Well, hold on. I mean, am I looking at the wrong version? No. I'm just reading the spell. I want to see. You learn its properties and how to use them, and how many charges it has. Can I see what it? Can I try and figure? Can I see if I can divine what it does, like with this spell?
For reasons, that's all you get from it. It's
Okay.
evocation magic.
Alright, I'm gonna put it in my little backpack.
Sure. Okay. So. Well, it takes you a while to locate the entrance to the tomb of the constructor. It is hidden for very good reasons. He is, quite the practitioner of magic, and presumably there's very valuable things in here as well. But you do make it there. Who did I miss? And I assume Raken is coming along for the journey, Ari?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. Okay. So you come to the outside of the tomb of the constructor, and this is you guys down here, and there's just a cliff face, but given the instructions from Lord Signmonder, you know there's a secret door right here that would allow you access to the tomb.
All right.
Is it visible?
Yes, it is. You'd be very easy to just walk past and not notice it. But with the very specific instructions, you see a visible door, something that you could open.
Okay. Can I see if there's anything magical going on with the door?
You ritually casting detect magic?
Well, I have it as an Eldritch invocation, so I can do it at will.
Oh, sure. It's not magical. It's just a very well hidden
Okay.
door.
Alright. Well, there's nothing magically up with this door, if you guys are wondering. Anyone want to check for booby traps before we barge in?
I'll check for traps.
Sure, make an investigation check.
Oh my god.
You are 100% convinced. You check it and double check it and recheck it. It is not trapped.
Alright, she's gonna try the handle then.
Okay. It's unlocked. Do you want to open it?
You guys ready?
Yep,
Yeah.
ready.
Yep, she's gonna
I'm
open
ready.
it.
Focus,
Ladies and
take a step
Raken.
back. Door swings open. And the first thing you see, maybe the second thing you see, I'll get to the... Oh, sorry, this is a bit of a weird map. It's gonna delete that door completely. That should allow you to see. You see him now? No? What is going on?
Yeah, I don't see. All I see is black.
Sorry. Boom. Is that better?
Oh, there we go. Yes.
Okay, the second thing that grasps your eye is these mechanical robot pieces. Looks like some type of mechanical golem thing, but it's in pieces and it's not moving. Is moving is at the end of the corridor. You see, as soon as I get my button right, you see a rather large green dragon.
Oh, Lord.
He turns
Oh
to
my.
you and says, "No, this is mine. I got here first. You can't come in. It is mine." And you notice he's taking a bit of damage as well. It looks a little bit singed. "Stay away. This is mine."
Oh yeah, another dragon.
We mean you no harm.
Speak
Mr.
for yourself.
I mean you no harm, Mr. What? We didn't get your name. We didn't get your name.
My name
Fine
is
dragon.
Ishkilvantasaya.
Esquirontosias, we mean you don't know disrespect or harm by coming here. We are simply charged with saving the world. I apologize. We mean you no threat.
I'm here to claim what is mine. Or the magic that I will no doubt claim from this tomb is mine. Do you understand? That is mine. You can't have it.
Esquirantosias, please. You can have all the magic items you desire. We only come for one.
What is the one thing you desire?
It's a magical flute. We're looking for a flute. In the shape of a key.
The shape of a key. Make a persuasion check, Thumper.
You do it.
Let's do it. Persuasion
Freedom.
check. Oh man, anyone want to help me?
Oh dear.
Sora,
Can't.
I will point out you're
Yes.
really good at talking. I mean, you have a very high persuasion. Would you like to give it a go?
Yes. Yes. From dragon to dragon.
You are not
Hello.
a dragon. You are half a dragon. Do not equate me with yourself.
Wow. That wasn't very nice.
True though, you are
How dare-
dragon born. I am full black dragon.
How dare you talk to me like that? I too am a dragon.
No. This is
Don't even try.
No, I
A
will
dragon
try.
is a dragon.
What is it you want, dragonborn?
Exactly what my friend has asked. We want that flute that's shaped like a key. And that's all we want, and we won't bug you anymore.
Do I have your word for that, dragonborn?
Yes.
Make a persuasion
Yes.
check, Sora Dracodoni. Click on your persuasion, which is your +6 roll there, and we'll see how persuasive you are. Oh! Oh!
What is it? Is it
Do
Natural one.
do
it's a 1? I thought it was a 19.
No.
No.
do
No.
dragons get mad when people that are not dragons try to speak their language to them?
You're speaking English.
We're speaking common, it's called.
I
at the
know,
moment.
but maybe
Oh, common.
But if someone.
I have one of my languages is Draconic, and I thought maybe if I tried to persuade it that way, it would help.
Dragonborn, you make no sense. Vulgar? You want to try something? Speaking in Draconic.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced. Yeah. So in my most elegant Draconic voice that I know, it's going to sound normal. Bulgar will say, please just let us have the one item and you can have all the riches here.
Make a persuasion check. Someone's got to nail this.
My persuasion is so shitty. Come on, baby.
But you are speaking
That's not very good.
Draconian, which will help Draconic. You understand. I am the most powerful creature standing here. I could instantly incinerate you all with my acid breath if I wanted to. And I could definitely break down this door as I'm wanting to. But I want to see if you are capable, if you are worthy allies or not. Open this door and we have a deal.
Oh, you
Dragon.
can't get in?
I could get in if I wanted to. I'm testing to see whether you can do it. And you do notice he's taken some damage. And you know he is being boastful and prideful. But he is sticking to it. I could open it if I wanted to. I want to get a gauge of your abilities. So please be my guest.
Alright, sure you can. Alright. We'll head in. What happened here, by the way? What's all this mess?
I can't speak for the golems, but what I can tell you is there's a magical lock on here. And if you get it wrong, let's just say the door is not kind to let you in.
You get burnt like you did.
It varies.
It varies.
No. Okay.
Can we look
No.
at these? Can
What-
Vulgar
what-
examine these statues and see if there's any kind of
Oh, they're very obviously...
levers or?
Sure, make an investigation check. The thing that is immediately obvious are the statues of Arlen the Constructor, the Archmage, the first Archmage of the kingdom.
Bro.
Apart from that, you don't
Vulgar
notice
has
anything.
been.
What you
I'll do an investigation as well.
Sure. Apart
go,
from
Bumper.
as described,
Right.
nothing. What you do see,
Alright.
though, is a clockwork type locking mechanism on the door. Lots of cogs and wheels and stuff, and it will take some turning of dials to fully open this door. And Ish, you can call him if you like it, you know, suggest that who's ever not trying to open the lock to come in this corridor. I don't need to, of course. I can take any sort of damage, but I can see better from over here.
Oh, he's kind of cute, isn't he?
Who is anybody good at that? Silas?
Well, I'm
Something?
proficient
Well,
with
look,
these tools.
I'm looking
There
at
you
a clock. I'm looking at a clockwork dog right now. I'm thinking the right person might be Ari.
But I don't. Yeah, so try to investigate and see if I can see
Sure.
how this mechanism works.
Okay, make an
Vulgar's
investigation
gonna go
check.
stand behind. Yes. Yes.
This is a complicated lock. You think thieves' tools are not going to be sufficient? It's really a test of intelligence. So in other words,
Okay.
Master Allen has said stuff that only the most intelligent people could get in there.
She looks
That's not
back at
vulgar.
everyone. Well, suppose I'm as good as anybody.
I couldn't build that.
No, you couldn't. Sora, you're inside the passageway as well?
Yes.
So just shuffle up here behind your non-friend, the dragon.
Okay.
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 Esh says, if you wish to attempt the lock, please do. I'm not sure if your mechanical creature will survive the blast if you fail. I suggest you move it. Moves over there.
I might not survive the blast.
If there's any magical help any of you guys can provide, I suggest you do it.
It can enhance ability for advantage on intelligence checks.
Sure.
Oh yeah, excellent. Thank you.
What do I have?
Nice.
Sora, something you could do is something called Bless. Bless is good for saving throws and attacks. So you'd think that, like, if it explodes and Ari needs to dive out the way, she'd get a little bit of help from your Bless spell. Would you like to cast Bless?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'd like to do that.
Now,
That's pretty cool.
Thank you. Bless is a great spell.
Technically, you can do 3 people at the same time. So definitely Ari. Who are the other 2?
The ones that need it the most. Who are the other 2 that need it the most? Speak up.
Probably.
Yeah, if all doesn't go well for Ari, I'll try next.
Okay,
Okay.
Thumper.
One
And
more.
next one? Speak up.
Be honest, it's
My
useful for
intelligence
everybody.
is a negative.
Okay, one
Maybe
more.
Silas is the best.
Yeah,
Sorry.
my intelligence is -1, -1. So everybody else,
But
just leave
what's
Vulgar
your
out.
dex saves
Okay.
are probably what's going to be important.
Thumper and
Or
Silas.
armor class.
Two.
So
That's
you,
the 3.
so you pray to the Redeemer, ask them to bless your friends, in particular Ari, and if things go wrong, it'll be slightly easier for her. And if you go to your spells on your sheet, Sora Dracodonian,
Yeah.
see how one of them, the
Spells.
first one there is bless?
So,
Sorry,
yes, bless.
I don't
Yes.
understand.
And notice you have, Google was talking for some reason. You have spell slots there. Remember we talked about this? Click off one of your spell slots because you cast that bless spell.
There.
Yeah, okay. Just a
Done.
good way to keep track of it. Okay, Ari, spotlight goes on you. There is a whole series of, it's almost like cracking a safe, but with cogwheels and little levers and stuff. If you'd
We
like,
believe in you, Ari.
if you'd like to give it a go,
You got this. You got this.
make me a straight intelligence check. So D20 plus your intelligence modifier. Add advantage with enhance ability. And we'll see. Okay, make me a dexterity saving throw. Now notice she's got a +1 on there. Sora Dracodonian, that's from your bless. So she gets to roll a
Okay.
4-sided dice. She happened to roll a 1. That's a 17. The whole place explodes in fire. Ari, you take this but half. You take 11 points of damage as you dodge it out the way.
Okay.
Raken is there as well. Raken needs to make that dexterity saving throw as well. Raken also takes
Hey-o.
11 points of damage.
Okay. 20. Okay. Sorry, I had to figure out how many hit points he had. Okay.
Less now. I think he's at 20, I think.
Well, but that's not right because it's 2 plus my intelligence modifier times 5 times my artificer level.
So what should it be?
31.
Change his action to 31 and I'll set his current hit
Cause-
points to 20. There we go.
Correct. Current
Okay,
points
cool.
to 20.
Yeah, that was the problem I was having. I mean, I knew the solution and want to see if you can do it, but plainly you're not good enough.
Well, let me try again.
Sure, so same thing again. Intelligence at advantage.
I thought it was
Come on.
revealed.
This
13.
time the chamber fills up with poison gas. And you make Raken and Ari make me a Constitution saving throw. With Bless from Sora. Okay, that's good for Ari and good for Raken. Both were rolling 16. And by the way, if that wasn't for the Bless, that 12 would have failed. So, yay, Sora. You both take 15 points of damage.
Oh. This isn't
Man.
going well, guys.
No, just we can eat. All right. You want to swap out?
How's your intelligence? I mean, I just have been rolling terribly.
I mean, I have a plus 0, so I mean.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll try one more time. I'm not dead yet.
Alright.
Oh, man.
So
Okay.
Silas concentrating on enhanced ability. Sora concentrating on Bless if things go well.
17.
Yeah.
This time lightning
that's good.
courses across there. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no!
And that should be a 6, right? You're not rolling at advantage.
No, I just have the advantage toggled on, so
So we'll always take the first roll, so that's a 6.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
Raken?
so that's a 6. 18.
Raken makes it. And Ari, you take 24 points of damage.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Man, okay. Okay, I'm gonna step in and bring her back up. What is it? Yeah, I'm gonna cure wounds you.
Alright.
I have lay of hands too.
And Raken's also. Poor guy, he just can't make it.
Alright.
Okay, so that brings you to 14 hit points. What level are you guys? You're at 5th level, is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, so sorry, you're absolutely right. You can do up to 25 points of healing to Ari if you wanted to.
Sure. How about I'll give Ari half, and then save the rest until later.
Oh, sure. So that'll be 12 additional points of healing to Ari. And
Yes.
you've got 13 left in the bank.
Great, thank you.
Ari, you've been gassed, you've been set on fire, you smell a little bit like Thumper with a singed fur. But apart from that,
Good
I don't
effort, good
know.
effort, good try.
I don't know if we can do this.
Let me go for a round, and then if you're feeling up to it. Well, you know what? If you'd like to keep going, it's up to you. You did say it was just a roll, right? So I mean,
Well, I don't know.
you do have the best
struggling.
intelligence. So makes sense.
I'm just
but-
struggling with this. I'll give it one more go.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna step back.
We're
now.
with you.
I'm gonna give you words of encouragement. You've got this. You've got this.
your robot dog looks at you with big brown eyes. As he's been singed, he's been burnt, all sorts of things.
No, the dog died.
Oh, the dog died! Oh,
Yes.
it's still looking at you with big brown eyes, but they're
Okay.
Just lifeless.
Okay.
just lifeless
Okay, Derek.
eyes. So I thought Ray can
And it's
survive.
No.
No,
Okay.
not right. 2.0.
Yeah.
3.0.
Yes. Finally.
You crack the lock. The DC, by the way, was
My
22.
God, amazing.
22.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, so no one else could have done it. Like,
No way.
I would have only got it on a natural 20.
Yeah. You have a rule like natural 20s
Wow.
and ability
Yeah.
checks work because sometimes halflings can lift the boulder, and I just like that. Leave that. Natural 20s will succeed, even though that's not rules as written.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
kind of
okay.
a house rule that I have. Yeah.
okay.
Right, you unlock the doors. And
Oh,
Ish
yeah.
slinks in his eye.
We need to do it.
Interesting. Ah, yes, I see what you did here. That's exactly the plan I was about to do. But you got there first. I gave you the glory instead of me. Well,
Very kind of you. All right, so
Oh, we couldn't have done it without you, Eshkilradosias.
I know the draconic tongue is not easy for you to pronounce with your stupid little mouth. If you like, you can call me Ish.
Well, Esh. Sidebar the attitude, mate. We just let you in the vault.
We have a deal. You can have your stupid key. The rest is mine. And he slithers into this room.
Okay. What are we looking at in here?
Okay, just want to check. Silas and Sora, you advance into the room as well?
Okay.
Yeah. Now that it's done blowing up, yeah.
Why are you asking?
So feel free to move
Yes.
up into there, Sora and Silas.
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't know if I want to now.
Up the top.
I know, right?
The first thing you see is this magnificent statue of Arlen the Constructor with his spellbook out and his various devices are put on his back. And you see some of the things that you recognize, and there's little plates describing all of them, and these are the greatest inventions of Arlen the Constructor. First, there is the Arcane Tower, the premier magical academy and source of all great magical things. Then there's the Azure Bridge, which I think some of you crossed. It's a bridge that has a control rod, and if the control rod is pressing, the bridge becomes sticky and impossible to cross. So it's very useful in times of warfare. You can have your own army cross, but other armies will get stuck. And in recent times, it's been turned into a toll booth. Here is the Falcon Blade, the legendary sword of King Waldron Azanar, which was the one he was buried with. It was the one that he died when fighting his wife, quote unquote. There was also the Royal Palace. And once again, another one of his constructors. You see some type of golem, and the parts on this one, looks like the parts down here, just simple mechanical creatures. And then there's this thing, what's it called? A colossus. It's a creature that stood 50, 60 feet high, and a mechanical creature, and it was helped to win the war to overthrow the theocracy. But there's a note that it says it's been considered so powerful that Arlen has decommissioned it and hidden the instructions on how to do it. He considers it's too dangerous, so he's hidden it away somewhere. The final thing is Grainkar's Chains, one of the bridges in Aglarion, just once again a defensive structure. And a question for players: what does this look like to you?
Robot dog, like a space dog.
And
It looks like Raccoon
That they were-
3.0.
The ones that they would make, like the first ones that could go up and down stairs, you know?
Yeah, I think this is a little Easter egg. It looks called the Boston Dynamic robots, right? These creepy-looking robot dogs that do all sorts of uncomfortable things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I
I think they could jump, and like some of them could run like pretty fast, like
Yeah, they're
kind of
impressive.
scary fast. Yeah.
It is.
They dance and stuff.
Yeah. Yep. So this is what this one is. It's a robotic dog he created. But I think they made it look like the Boston Dynamics scary dog. And there's 3 doors leading out of here. The most the one that jumps out to you is this one here, where there's a bunch of clay tablets just fallen on the ground. And that's what you see.
And
What's the dragon doing?
He's admiring all the displays. Oh, I'd like to get my hands. It would be magnificent. In control of the golem, I'd like.
well, while the dragon does that, Humper wants to look at this pile of clay tablets. What is it looking like? Cuneiform, or is it like anything like legible? I can cast ritual comprehend languages.
Oh, you don't need to.
To the child.
It's written in
Okay.
common, so you can read it. And it goes into, as you scan through them, it goes into extreme detail about how to harvest sunflower seeds. Like it mentions that the ideal diameter, the ideal density, when to pick them, under what conditions, what to do once you've picked them. And it seems to be some type of a preparation for a component for a spell. But it requires an exquisite attention of detail to harvesting sunflower seeds. And
Okay.
That's what you
Is this door in front of me? Locked?
You grab it by the handle. It doesn't appear to be locked.
I want to do my detect magic thing to make sure that I'm not going to get blasted by it.
I cast detect magic and nothing unusual pings. I mean, all these models are physical models. They're just, just smaller versions. They're not magical in any way.
Is the palace accurate enough to like get a sense of the layout? Or is it like just the outside?
I'll tell you what.
Put it in that bag here.
The palace is 3 levels high. You're on the 2nd level for the coronation. There's one above and one below. And tell you what, Ari, make an investigation check as you can kind of lift the lid on the palace and look at the 2nd floor. Lift the lid and look at the 2nd one. Make an investigation
Come on,
check.
Ari.
Okay, 14. You get a basic layout, like where the royal quarters are, where the barracks are, and so on. I'm likely to forget that, Ari. So if you get to the palace and say, hey, remember Malcolm, I looked at the model, and...
Yeah, can we see the king's bedroom and like where it is compared to the throne room? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And you know that the Tunnel of Love leads to the king's bedroom. There is no Tunnel of Love on this palace model.
But it gives us a sense when we come out where we'll be vis-a-vis where...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, one thing you do notice... There's a map on the roof of the structure, and you're all fairly familiar with the layout of Eglerion. Like, you know all the major landmarks, and like where Odinbeer is, where the stud farmers and so on. There's one particular location that's on this map on the ceiling that is on no map of Eglerion that you've ever seen in your life. So this is something unusual, and it's right down here, and it's called the Ziggurat of the New Moon. What is that? You don't know, but it is on no map you've ever seen before.
Interesting.
And as you consider what your next move is, I hear my son talking in the background of my wife's microphone, and that would mean it's time for us to end this session, and we can continue to explore the Tomb of the Constructor next session.
All right.
Oh.